This is the 2023 Cadillac LYRIQ Debut Edition, which comes in what is known as a luxury trim. And this is a 2022 Volvo XC40 Recharge in a Level 2 Plus trim. My wife and I own both cars, and I'm going to do a comparison on 5 topics. We'll see which one comes out on top. The first topic is EV technology. The Volvo XC40 Recharge is a repurposed chassis, meaning it has an internal combustion engine cousin that the same chassis has been adapted to electric vehicles. As such, the underpinning of the technology is a little bit kludgy. However, Volvo, I think, has done a superb job of adapting an internal combustion engine car into an electric vehicle. On the outside, there's absolutely no change whatsoever, but on the inside, there are dual electric motors and a battery system provided by Geely. There's 660 Newton meters of torque, 408 horsepower, and acceleration is 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, making it a very fast car. The LYRIQ, on the other hand, was built from the ground up using General Motors' new Ultium technology. It's what they call a skateboard technology, meaning the battery pack is part of the structure of the vehicle. Ultium is the electric vehicle technology that the new brand of EVs from General Motors are going to be using, as well as other brands like Acura is going to be selling cars using Ultium EV technology. The main difference is the batteries are not cylindrical, they are pouches, which affords a little bit more economy of space in the battery pack. The XC40 Recharge has a 78 kilowatt hour battery pack, 240 miles of EPA range, and a top charging speed of 150 kilowatts. The Cadillac has a 102 kilowatt hour battery pack, estimated range of 312 miles, and a top charging speed of 190 kilowatts. This was an easy decision, the LYRIQ having been built from the ground up as an electric vehicle. There are many subtleties in the platform that make it just a better electric vehicle overall. The XC40 Recharge has the same iconic Thor's hammer headlamps as the other models in the Volvo lineup. In fact, the XC40 Recharge is an exact replica of the XC40 internal combustion engine car. There's no difference whatsoever about it, making the back end very recognizable to not only the XC40 Recharge, but the XC40, but also other models in the Volvo lineup. The front end is a little bit different though. On all electric models from Volvo, the front grille is solid. That's one of the few ways you can recognize a Volvo electric car. There's also some badging on the back end. It's kind of hard to see because it's not lit up at all with any colors, so it does blend in quite a bit, but it is there. The wheels are low profile alloy wheels, and the brake calipers do show through a little bit, giving a bit of a sporty feel. It is a crossover SUV though, in the premium luxury class. Cadillac, on the other hand, had a lot more latitude in their design options because this was a ground-up EV that was bootstrapping a new drivetrain and a new model. So the designers had a lot of creativity that they were putting into the overall look and feel of the LYRIQ. It's generally considered to be a very bold look and futuristic while still hanging on to what the brand is recognized for, which is distinctive luxury. Being an electric car, it did need to maintain aerodynamics more so than other cars Cadillac offers. The design language, though, is still a bold departure from other Cadillac models, making the LYRIQ very distinctive. This one is a little bit more tricky because the LYRIQ, although it had a ground up option, was a little bit radical in its design, but still, I favor it more than the XC40. Volvo XC40 Recharge is a very comfortable car with many distinctive styling elements. The center instrument panel is 12 inches and has customizable information. The center display is 9 inches and is the main area you interact with the controls of the car. It comes with Android Automotive and Google Navigation, which does a very good job at estimating the state of charge for your destinations. The sunroof has 3 positions, either partially cracked, halfway open, or fully open. It also comes with a sunshade, which is nice.
Like the credit card holder is a novel approach for putting your RFID cards for charging. Keep those handy in the car. There is a trash can, which I absolutely adore as a design element. And the way it works is you can put your trash in here. It's separate from the rest of the armrest compartment. And then you could take the whole thing out, empty it, and then bring it back in. I really like that trash can. Let's go around the back. Let's face it, cars are often used to haul things around, most commonly groceries. And what they've thought of are these hooks in order to hang the ubiquitous grocery bags. There's 3 of them. Also, in the up position, the back of the car is now compartmentalized. So if you have a bunch of plastic bags full of groceries, they're not going to go rolling around as you make your way home from the grocery store. So that was purposefully thought out, and I think just goes to the fact that Volvo has been thinking through these things for decades. And so all these little design elements, hooks, pass-through, cargo cover, many other little knickknacks that are just adding to the overall driver experience, I have come to appreciate.
The Cadillac LYRIQ has many new interior design elements, continuing with the theme that the designers had additional latitude with the new model and the new drivetrain, trying to make it futuristic. One of the novel features is the interior accent lighting package is customizable, allowing the driver to select what color of light they want to be for their accent lighting. And here it's in demo mode, cycling through the different colors that are available. The center console screen is a single piece of glass, 33 inches in length, OLED, which is different from the Hummer EV and Escalade, having 2 pieces of glass. It still holds true to Cadillac elements from other models in the brand, but still has additional distinctive design elements. The speakers in the headrest are one. The very large chauffeur style back seats where the passengers in the back have an ample amount of space. The back seats have, in our car, a 110 outlet and USB-C, as well as their own controls for the HVAC intensity and direction. There is a sunroof shade similar to the XC40 Recharge. The Cadillac LYRIQ does not have a retractable sunroof, at least in our model. In higher models, there is a retractable sunroof. The trunk of the car has a very large sub-trunk. Because it's an electric vehicle, there's no exhaust system, and this is a ground-up EV, so that extra space is available for additional storage. We use it quite a bit for grocery shopping and whatnot. There's also a cargo cover and buttons to remotely fold down the rear seats if you need the additional cargo space because you're hauling some item that won't fit in the trunk as it's currently laid out. You could lay down the seats remotely. I'd have to go around each side of the car and fold them down, which is pretty nice. Remotely closing the trunk is available by pressing this button. Overall, just a ton of cargo space. The design elements are very distinctive on the interior of the Cadillac. The design language, I think, is really stylistic and impressive. This one was pretty easy because the LYRIQ being a new model and a new drivetrain, the designers really did a superb job on the interior. The Volvo XC40 Recharge 2022 that we have only comes with 2 electric motors. There's no option for a single electric motor. It is just wickedly fast. 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, 660 Newton meters of torque, 408 horsepower coming from 2 electric motors, each outputting 150 kilowatts. When you put the gas pedal down and start to accelerate, your head slams into the back. It also has a very low center of gravity, making it just a ridiculously fun car to drive. I really like using it as my daily driver on my commute to and from work. It handles superbly, very tight handling, and overall just a terrifically fun car to drive. Cadillac LYRIQ, on the other hand, has a very floating effect to the suspension. It doesn't have air suspension. It has a different style of suspension. I forgot the name of it. But the overall effect for the passenger is just kind of like a floating on air effect. It doesn't handle very well around curves. Kyle Connor brought it out into the mountains in order to do some canyon carving, and it didn't perform very well. But it's in other electric vehicles, it does have a low center of gravity, so at least it does have that going for it. There are different drive mode options. You could do Tour, Sport, Snow and Ice, or a customizable mode. So you can do some adjustments in the overall feel, and Cadillac also just released a package in order to increase the overall torque of the car if you want to pay a little extra. Overall, the car has a luxury feel, but the suspension is not designed for performance. This was also an easy decision. If you're looking for a car that provides performance, the XC40 Recharge is a much better option. It has the European style of handling behind it. Now let's look at value. Here's the sale receipt from the Volvo XC40 Recharge. As you can see, we put $5,000 down and it ended up financing $53,629.82, overall selling price of $55,995. I've heard said that the Volvo XC40 Recharge is more expensive as electric cars go, and although that's true, in my opinion, you get a lot for your money. You get many luxe features, the comfortable seats, heated steering wheel and seats, the Google navigation, and many other things. So I don't consider it to be overly priced. I think it to be priced just about right. And here's the sticker for the LYRIQ. We paid $62,155 for it, which the car comes with a 102 kilowatt hour battery pack, just a large panacea of luxury features. Everywhere you turn around in the car, there's another luxury feature hitting you in the face, and incredibly comfortable car to take on road trips and drive. Every time we go on a road trip, given the option of the Volvo XC40 Recharge and the Cadillac LYRIQ, both me and my wife don't even have to think about it. We take the LYRIQ. It's more roomy, it has more range, and overall, just a terrific car. Placed side by side, I would pick the Cadillac LYRIQ as a better value. However, there's also the $7,500 tax credit that just makes it a much easier decision to go with the LYRIQ in this category. Having won 4 out of the 5 categories, the overall winner is the Cadillac LYRIQ. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for my next video where I describe why I think the Cadillac LYRIQ is overall the best EV on the market.